freaking lack, probably the most prevalent energy that is on in our universe, especially in the 3D matrix with human beings, because our energy as a ego self starts from the concept of separation, which if I'm in separation from source, right there, I'm in a state of lack. And it's pervasive. So lack is one of the energies of the ego. The other energies of the ego are attachment. So anytime you're attached to an outcome and because you perceive that you're the individual doer of that action to receive the outcome and something doesn't happen like that, the thing that's getting triggered there is your ego. And typically what you're getting in a situation with attachment, when it doesn't come out the way that you want it, is what I call, or is called, the universal lesson of karma, the law of karma, because the universe is trying to get you to trust, release, and surrender and step into your highest self, which means completely letting go of the way that you think that it should go and allowing source to do the work and move from a state of doing into a state of being. Are you an energetic match for what you want to ultimately receive? And if you're not in energetic alignment, the universe always feeds back to you exactly what you are putting out, what you're starting with. Yes, you might see some physical 3D results from your actions, but ultimately it's a feedback loop. It's going to come back on itself. So if you've ever looked at life and thought, why does it seem like history's repeating itself? Why do I feel like I have the same ultimate outcome? Until you truly break that pattern through your karmic learning, you are going to continuously come back to the same exact starting point. And then the other energy of ego is fear, which fear is an illusion. There is nothing to truly fear when you remember that you are an emanation of God. You are the universe itself embodied within your body. Your soul is part of the greater whole. Just like a drop in the ocean is the ocean. You are the universe as a drop in the whole entire universe. And so when I look at the world and think, how do we transcend? How do we rise to a state of consciousness such as Christ, of heart-based consciousness, of pure divine love? Well, it means that we have to truly understand the nuanced behaviors of the ego, which starts with remembering who we are. If I remember that I am source and I am acting through this vessel, I am all that is and all that ever will be. I am the infinite abundance of the universe. I am the unconditional love that pervades the entire universe. Like, there is no lack, there's no separation. There is oneness in knowing that I am part of the whole. And so when you can then go inward and remember that, you can then, through your awareness, overcome the ego. You can overcome the states of lack and the states of attachment and the states of fear and truly transcend. And so as we go on this journey, the world is just a feedback mechanism for us to go, okay, am I really learning and growing? And it's very interesting to be an observer. You can just be an observer of the world and be a lover of the world. It means not of judgment. It means you can see every human. When you really understand who you are, you actually start to harness all the powers that the universe has to offer. You unlock all the intuitive gifts that are gifted to you. You also reach a state of vibration that is healing, and you heal other people through just your own presence and essence. There actually is no one or nothing outside of you that holds any power over you, because you are all that is. Any person you interact with, which is in relationship to you, is just something that's affirming what you already know. You already know it. It's just a feedback loop coming back to yourself to tell you, yes, you're on the right track, or no, you're not on the right track, and how to then make adjustments. It's our GPS system. It's our learning system. So there's nothing ever wrong. So just soak all of that in. And when you feel into things, like, what am I feeling when I see this? What am I feeling? And if I'm feeling anything other than unconditional love, that means that there's growth to occur there. And I was sharing with somebody, we can love everybody from the space of acknowledging that they are right where God has them held in this perfect universe, and that they are at the perfect state of their consciousness in any given moment. And we are not here to save anybody. We're here to be our highest and greatest version of ourselves. And when we transcend into our essence and our true state of being, we give everybody else access to do the same. And you actually there is no fixing involved. It just becomes a state of being. And when you hold that vibration, you give people access to find that same vibration within themselves. And if they don't find that within themselves, they're on their own journey, and you can still love them right where they are. But if you're still being triggered or pulled into that's a reflection of you still have healing work to do. So everybody is a gift on our journey. Everybody is a gift to help us ascend to the highest level when we go internal within ourselves. No one is a victim. We are all the creators of our reality. And the second we drop all the conversations that we have within ourselves, the second we forgive every human being in this lifetime and every lifetime that may have wronged you, and we drop that, we do the same for ourselves, and we release ourselves from all those contracts that we've created, we obtain pure freedom, because we're in a state of divine love. Because everybody is a gift. Everybody is a gift for our highest growth. And we are here to receive that. Just like our body is in divine right order, our body is so perfect with how it knows the natural intelligence. Every cell knows where to go. Every cell knows how to reproduce. Every cell is in harmony, in the balance of the masculine, the structure of the cell, the feminine, the reproductive element of the cell, where every cell goes to every organ to do exactly what they're supposed to be doing to keep the physical body moving and in check. Just like our bodies, the universe is divine in that same way. The universe never gets it wrong. Every person that crosses your path, every person that you speak with, interact with, is all divinely orchestrated. And we are here to realize and remember that. We are here to bless each other. We are here to love each other. We are here to be in a state of peace. We're not here to be in a state of division and negativity. We are here in any moment to polarize to the positive. And I believe that Einstein said this, but if there is any perceived negativity, that's because it's void of God. Just like there is no such thing as darkness, it's only an absence of light. There is no such thing as bad, evil. The only thing that's absent there is God. And so we are here to remember our divinity. We're here to activate and come into that place of immense creatorship that we are supposed to be in. And in remembering this, we come into a state of peace, into a state of calmness. And there's actually, you guys, there's nothing that you have to do. You just have to remember that's the essence of who you are. Our ego wants to tell us that we have all this work to do. We're so far off. If I just do this one thing, that's going to fix it. And that's the feedback mechanism in our world today. And I have been there. I have grasped at all the straws, going, okay, if I do this, this will make me feel better. If I do this, it's the whole of everything. You have to meditate. You have to put high vibrational foods in your body to match the frequency that you're at. You need to move your body in a loving way, whatever that is for you, not because you lack or feel uneasy about the shape of your body, but to know that movement of the body keeps it healthy, keeps the temple that houses our DNA, that spells out God eternal within the body. That 1 gram of our DNA houses 13.5 billion years of information, which is the age of our universe. Like, we do things to honor ourselves because we are divine, because we are perfect, because we're here to harmonize and remember our oneness. We were designed, you guys, if you read the Bible, there's people in the Bible that lived 900 and close to 1,000 years. Like, we live short lives because of the karma, because of the unremembrance of who we are. And we are here to break out of that, to step into our divinity, to use our discernment. God gave us the most powerful knowledge to tap into this GPS system. We are in a battle for our divinity, the remembrance of who we are, that we are sovereign beings, that our unalienable rights come from God. They don't come from any 3D matrix organization. They don't come from governments. They don't come from anybody other than God himself, which is us. And if we want to really revolutionize and change this planet, to honor our earthly mother, to honor ourselves, then we need to do the work internally within ourselves to tap into that natural intelligence. When things seem off, that's our GPS system. That should be our first clue. If it doesn't make sense, and they want to keep us in a mass slumber, if they can keep us in fear, then I'm in fight or flight. I can't remember the divinity of who I am. The power lies with us. The power is in each of us. It is innate to us. No one can ever take it from us. So please, please, please join me in the new quest that I have been called to serve as a vessel on this planet of how do we tap in? Where is a place I can call, get advice, ask questions? What about this? Like, we are starting the Dear Source, Your Ascendancy Hotline show starting September 4th for you to get all your burning spiritual, metaphysical, all your questions answered. Like, how does this relate? How is this divine? How is this what is really going on? Let's get connected. Let's start the conversation. And in the conversation, we're going to move ourselves to a new earth, a better earth, one that shows you that you hold the answers. The things that you're chasing are not what you're looking for. What you're looking for is that internal remembrance of who you are, because in that state, there's peace, there's divinity, there's consciousness, there's unconditional love. You're coming home. You're creating heaven on earth. You're entering the greatest love story of your life, which is with you in your connection with the divine. So let's engage whatever's coming up. I have friends, family, strangers ask me questions all the time. Like, what does this mean? And it's like, let's translate that into what's spiritually going on and how do we start to fix that spiritually? Because the answer is when we fix our souls and we fix the energetics of this world, we are going to transcend to a planet that we will be in bliss on. And we get off the hamster wheel. And we get to detach from our ego because it no longer is needed, because we've evolved as a species to a point where we are to abide in Christ's love. So join me on September 4th. I am so excited to be a channel for the divine to flow through. And we're going to step into a new world together. So, any y'all questions? Put them in the chat, DM me, drop them down, and I am happy to engage and hopefully just reflect back to you what you already know. I'll see you on the other side.